Welcome to Numbers with Nimra. Today we are going to do an interesting problem whose question is find the equation of locus of a point which is at a distance 5 from A4, minus 3. A quick recap of what locus is: a set of points that follows or satisfies a fixed condition is nothing but the locus. For a detailed explanation of this term, kindly check my previous video. Let's get into the problem. Before solving this, I just want to make sure that you understand the meaning of the question, because in mathematics it is very much important to understand the question first. Only then we can solve the problem. This question is divided into two parts. The first part is the thing that they are asking us to find. The second part is the given part, the informative part. This is the informative part. It is written that a point which is at a distance 5 from A4, minus 3. What does this mean? This means that we have a point P. And this point is at a distance of 5 units from some point which is A4, minus 3. Alright. They are asking us to find the equation of locus of a point. Like locus of a point itself means that this particular point is following a fixed rule. And what is that fixed rule? The fixed rule is it is maintaining a distance of 5 from this point. Now, if we have any point that is maintaining a fixed distance from a fixed point, then what happens? Before saying what shape is created, I will show you. I have already shown this thing in my previous video, yet, if you are new, I will again do it for you. But, I request you to check the first video for better understanding. Imagine a fixed point A and a fixed distance 5. And if a point P is moving by maintaining this fixed distance, what will happen? Like if the P is here, yet the distance is 5, yet the distance is 5 in all the cases. P is, in other words, rotating itself with a fixed distance and a fixed point. This is your fixed point and this 5 units is your fixed distance, and the shape which we are creating here is a circle. If a point moves or rotates itself through a fixed distance from a fixed point, then it results in the formation of a circle. Now, we understood that this point or the locus of a point which is at a distance 5 from 4, minus 3 creates a circle. And in this circle, the center is a given as 4, minus 3. Radius is nothing but the distance between A and P, which is given as 5. Now, we have a clear understanding of what is being created with the point given that the point is at a distance 5 from A, 4, minus 3. This is understood. Now, let's see what they are asking us to find. They are asking us to find the equation of locus of this point. Now, it is always said to the students that whenever you see such a question, you need to use distance formula, right? The distance formula is under root x2 minus x1 plus y2 minus y1 square for both. Okay, this is true that we are going to use this formula. But my question is, do you actually know why they use this formula in such problems? My question to you is, distance is already given, which is 5, yet we use distance formula. Does that make any sense to you? Why are we using distance formula? I will tell you. Before, I will proceed with an example. If I say, I have 2 plus dash equals to 3, and here if I place x and ask you the value of x, what will be the input? You will simply tell me that here the x is 1. How are you telling me the value of x? Because 1 is satisfying this condition, correct? There is a condition 2 plus x equals to 3, and x must hold such a value that it must satisfy this condition by giving us the result 3, correct? This is a condition, and you gave me a value which satisfies this condition. That is what we are going to do here. We know about the point. The point is P. Here, find the equation is nothing but find the condition such that the points, if you input the values of x, y in the condition, or if we talk it in a mathematical language, I can say an equation. If you have an equation and if you input the value of x and y in this equation, these points, if they satisfy the condition, then they are the correct values of x and y. Just like since the value 1 of x is satisfying this condition, then this value is correct as it is satisfying this condition. I hope I made it clear what we are going to do. What do we have? We have a point P. distance 5 from some another point which is center 4, -3. If you want to be more clear, you can also draw the center with 4, -3. Mark distance 5. You will have your point P here. If this point is rotating itself with some fixed center A and some fixed distance, the shape which we are creating is circle. Now, let's begin by writing down the formula. Distance is given by under root x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Here, what will you take your x1, y1 and x2, y2? Px, y and 4 minus 3 which is your center. These are your points. So, consider this to be x1, y1 and this to be x2, y2. Let's substitute it in the formula. Distance is given as 5 equal to under root x2 is 4 minus x1 is x whole square plus y2 is minus 3 minus y1 is y whole square. Now, we don't want this root. So, we will simply square on both sides. By squaring on both sides, 5 square will give me 25 and this root and square will be cancelled now, whole square. Root and square gets cancelled. Now, we will have 25 equal to, this is a minus b whole square. Again, this is a minus b whole square. Now, let's add the numbers which we have 16 and 9. That will give me 25 plus x square minus 8 into x plus y square plus 6y. 25 gets cancelled. So, the final equation is x square plus y square minus 8 into x plus 6y equal to 0. This is the condition or the required equation. You can end your problem here in the exam. But, as I said, let's be curious and let's check if this condition is true. Like this was the condition, right? So, we substituted some value and with the help of that value, we understood that this particular value is satisfying this equation. LHS is equal to RHS. In the similar manner, this is a condition and the points which are to be substituted are x, y. Let's try for x, y equal to 4, 2. Simply, we need to substitute these values in the condition that we have found. X square will be your 4 square plus 2 square minus 8 into 4 plus 6 into 2 equal to 0. 16 plus 4 minus 32 plus 12 equal to 0. 16, 4, and 12. This will give us 32 minus 32. 0 is equal to 0. LHS is equal to RHS. So, the values that we have taken are the correct values of Px, y. That means that if this is your circle with a fixed center A and fixed distance of 5 units, then the values 4, 2 are one of the values that are on this circle which are at a fixed distance of 5 from the fixed center of. That means we have understood this part, but what if we check it with the distance formula also, the one that I have written here? Will it be true for this also? Let's check. As I said, this is not required. This is not compulsory, but what is wrong in checking the condition that we have created, right? So, let's substitute the values of x, y that we have taken as 4, 2 in this formula. What will that be? Now, we have 5 equal to under root 4 minus 4 is 0 whole square plus minus 5 whole square. This will give you 5, 0 square is 0 only, 5 square is 25, under root 25 which means we have 5 equal to 5. Again, we have LHS equal to RHS. So, 100% we are sure now that 4, 2 is one of the points of P, like 4, 2 is somewhere on the circle, like on the circumference of the circle with a fixed distance of 5 and a fixed center of A to be 4, minus 3. This was the whole point here. We just found out the condition of locus of a point which is making a circle with a fixed distance of 5 and a fixed center of 4, minus 3. That's all for today. I hope you understood the concept clearly. If you found this explanation helpful, Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Numbers with Nimra for more simple and interesting math videos. See you in the next one.